Art the Clown as a guest character in Mortal Kombat 1? The actor himself wants it to happen, and the series is known for adding horror characters, so this dream guest character could definitely happen. Now with that said, I think a different clown character would work better, but maybe that's just me. Today let's talk about Art the Clown getting added to Mortal Kombat 1, along with other guest characters that could arrive in the future. Because another day means more Mortal Kombat 1 news. I'm covering it all the time on this channel, so if you want to stay up to date, then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss any future videos. And then after watching, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. It helps the channel out a ton. As you all know, YouTube is at war with Mortal Kombat channels like myself, always trying to demonetize our videos, so it's awesome to have loyal sponsors like GamerSubs. You definitely want to check out their website right now using my link down below in the pinned comment and video description, because you get a discount on every purchase, and also every purchase you make supports my channel. But also, GamerSubs is adding new and amazing products every single day, including their new Pixel Cups. If you don't like the waifu cups because they're a bit too risque, the Pixel Cups look equally amazing, but they're not naughty in any way. So in other words, nobody's gonna judge you for drinking out of this thing. And they also look really cool. GamerSubs has mouse pads, they have t-shirts, amazing flavors for their drinks that are keto friendly and give you energy without any crash. You get the idea, right? GamerSubs has amazing products, and also they support Mortal Kombat channels like myself, which is why I recommend checking out their website today. Use my link down below to get a discount on every purchase, and any products you do buy help support my channel. Alright everyone, back to the main video. Starting off with this recent article from The Gamer. David Howard Thornton wants Art the Clown in Mortal Kombat 1. The actor behind Terrifier's Art the Clown wants to see his gruesome villain as a DLC fighter in Mortal Kombat 1, which actually seems like a perfect match. One fairly recent horror icon that instantly jumps to mind is Terrifier's main villain, Art the Clown. Much like Mortal Kombat 1, the Terrifier films are all about including copious amounts of blood and gore, which makes the pairing seem inevitable. While nothing has been confirmed so far, the actor behind Art the Clown, David Howard Thornton, already sees the vision. Although Thornton isn't told about most of Art's appearances in other works, he says that he'd be interested in seeing Art in Dead by Daylight and other games. More specifically, Thornton says that he really wants Art to be a character in Mortal Kombat 1, noting that the game recently added Ghostface and has always had a connection to horror icons. Next up is a quote from the actor himself, so let's have a read. "Oh, absolutely. I'm a huge gamer myself too, so I would love that, especially Dead by Daylight, but I also really want Mortal Kombat. They have so many other horror icons, they just recently put Ghostface in. Art needs to be in Mortal Kombat." Alright everyone, and there you have it. I only briefly covered the talking points of this article. It also discusses Floyd in Mortal Kombat 1, the recent data mining and future DLC characters after the T-1000, the possibility of the game being cancelled or not cancelled, all that stuff. But with that said, it's not a very long article, so I definitely recommend giving it a read because you can easily finish it in a few minutes or so. Now when it comes to Art the Clown being in Mortal Kombat 1, that's interesting to be sure. I can't remember if the evil clown has any powers. I do think there's a supernatural element to him, but I can't recall if he actually has any powers. Now in my defense, I've never actually seen the films, but I did watch a YouTuber cover the entire film in detail. Like the entire film, he walked you through it, and I was making a thumbnail for a video while listening. So I do know pretty much everything that happens in the first couple of movies, and I can't recall if Art has any supernatural powers. So you know what? Let's go ahead and give that a Google. Does Art the Clown have any powers? Yes, it turns out Art the Clown does have powers, including superhuman strength, immortality, and interdimensional travel. Oh, and he also carries a bag of tools which he uses to kill, so that could be a fun gimmick to his gameplay. He's got a bag of weapons to fight with. His headless body can walk, stand, and kill. Art can pass through a television set. Okay, so Art the Clown appears to have very many horror movie abilities. Walking through the TV is straight out of The Ring, so that's interesting. Art the Clown does have supernatural abilities, which has me happy since Ghostface doesn't have any abilities, and that's kind of his gimmick in Mortal Kombat 1, right? It was a running joke that despite not having any powers, he's still fighting these supernatural characters like Sub-Zero and Scorpion, and he's even killing them, right? The idea of that is ridiculous, but that's kind of the fun. That's the gimmick. It's kind of an inside joke. And then for the opposite example, we have Omni-Man not instantly killing everybody, because let's be real, Omni-Man could solo 99% of the roster in this game, but for gameplay reasons, he can be hurt hurt and even killed by the Mortal Kombat characters, so it's kind of the opposite of Ghostface's situation. But because that is a running joke with Ghostface, it wouldn't work if Art the Clown also didn't have supernatural abilities. So I'm glad to know that he does have powers. I kind of knew that he was supernatural, but I thought it was more like Jason Voorhees, where he just couldn't die, had super strength, and could also travel really far when you weren't looking, which is kind of explained by the interdimensional travel. Anyway, I digress. I'm happy that Art the Clown has powers because it could make him a very interesting character in Mortal Kombat 1, along with his bag of deadly tools, which are used to torture and murder his victims. Oh, wait a minute. I scrolled down a bit farther and it says that Art is a demon. Yeah, once a human, but then he went to the underworld after dying and became a demonic being. So that explains all the crazy powers and also his lust for murder. So yeah, wow, the more I read about this, Art is a perfect character for Mortal Kombat 1. I had no idea. But as you all know, I love making these videos interactive. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you want Art the Clown to be a guest character in Mortal Kombat 1? If you do, let me know every reason why. And if you don't want him to be added to the game, let me know your reasoning for that as well. Any and all of your thoughts, let me know in the comments down below, because like I say in all my videos, I truly love reading each and every comment. So grab that keyboard and make your voices heard. For me personally, at first I was skeptical at the notion of Art being a character in Mortal Kombat 1, but that's because I did not know all the supernatural abilities he had. I only watched the first movie, and in that film I saw the super strength and the quick time travel. The guy was fast traveling like a Fallout character, but I did not know about all the other powers he has, and also the fact that he's a demonic entity. That's crazy. But with all that being said, next up I want to talk about a different clown, because I think he's a much better fit for Mortal Kombat, and his name is Pennywise. That's right, this character has been rumored and demanded by players for years now. Ever since Mortal Kombat 11, players have wanted Pennywise to be a character in the game. Not only because he would be a perfect fit, but for Pete's sake, Warner Brothers owns the rights to this character. How is he not in the game yet? If you don't believe me, you can Google it, because I had to just to double check. And yes, Warner Brothers, the people that own the Mortal Kombat games, also own the rights to Pennywise the Clown, and yet he's still not in the game. And I can't think of any reason why except sheer ignorance. NetherRealm and WB don't realize how incredible it would be to add Pennywise to the Mortal Kombat games. I understand now that Art the Clown has powers too, but in my honest opinion, Pennywise just has much more interesting powers from a gameplay standpoint. For crying out loud, the dude can shapeshift into pretty much anything, and I don't just mean humans. The T-1000 can shapeshift into basic weapons and also transform into other people, which is something Pennywise could also do, but to make him stand out, Pennywise can shapeshift into literal monsters from fiction and even transform individual parts of his body, like turning his legs into snakes or turning his hands into monster claws. You get the idea. The man can shapeshift into any horror monster imaginable. And we've all seen the animalities in Mortal Kombat 1. NetherRealm knows how to make shapeshifting look convincing and very cool. So as a result, Pennywise would be perfect. He can shapeshift into monsters, and we know that NetherRealm has the technology to make that look really cool. The animalities look amazing, so as a result, Pennywise shapeshifting into monsters would look just as good. Now with all that said, I think I'm realizing why maybe in this game, NetherRealm did not want to add Pennywise, since the T-1000 is also going to shapeshift. In fact, that's his entire gimmick. So maybe, just maybe, it's possible that NetherRealm didn't want to have multiple guest characters whose entire gimmick is shapeshifting. And on the one hand, I understand that, but at the same time, Shang Tsung is already in the game, and one of his major gimmicks is also shapeshifting. In other words, Mortal Kombat 1 already has 2 DLC characters whose entire gimmick is shapeshifting, yet they don't want to add Pennywise? Come on, it would be perfect. Because once again, the clown can shapeshift individual parts of his body, he can shapeshift into literal monsters and other horrific beings. I think he would fit perfectly. All for his fatality, he could turn into the giant bug from the original movie, not the remake. It wasn't nearly as cool, looked kind of goofy, but in the first live action adaptation, that bug monster was actually creepy and would make the perfect fatality in Mortal Kombat 1, let's be real. So yeah, I'm just saying, Art the Clown would be a fantastic addition to Mortal Kombat 1, but for me, Pennywise would be an even better clown to add to the game. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Which of these two characters do you think would be a better fit in the game? They're both really cool, but I just think Pennywise would feel feel a bit more unique. And also, Warner Brothers literally owns the rights to him, so there's no reason not to put him in the game, except that for some reason the people in charge of the guest characters haven't wanted him in yet. That's the only reason I can think of why Pennywise is not in Mortal Kombat 1. They have all the rights they need, there's no red tape to jump through, just put him in. But alright everyone, that's about it for today's news. It's gonna be a slightly shorter video than usual, but even so, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please leave a like down below, it helps the channel out a ton. And if you haven't already, keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.